You are learning how to master money, not be a slave to it. And in the beginning, any small victory is what you feel like you need to keep pressing forward. And some of you, unfortunately, want to do that prematurely with trades. I just need that little affirmation, that little nudge. This is going to work for me. I know he said don't push a button. I know he said don't trade, but I have to. Michael, if you could just feel what it feels like to be inside this skin of mine. I got to wake up every day and do this dumb shit and make no money. I'm in a country that doesn't make any fucking money, and I'm in an impoverished nation. I didn't have a father. I didn't have a mother. You know, I can't get a job with my college degree. I dropped out of college. I couldn't afford it. My mom and dad don't do this for me. Look, listen. All that stuff may be true. I had everything stacked against me. Everything. I had no pedigree that had money before me. I had no advantages where people could help me get into certain things, fall into certain, perfect scenarios for jobs. I didn't have any of those advantages. I didn't have this, where somebody's whipping my ass into shape when I'm doing stupid shit. Get me back on the rails. Keep me focused. Let me tell you something. My feelings would not have been fucking hurt because this is exactly how my grandfather talked to me. And I miss it. I wish I could hear that Navy man whip my ass and get your head in the fucking game. Focus on this. What are you looking at that shit for? This is what you're supposed to be focused on right now. Yes, sir. I didn't have that when he passed away. He didn't see me do this. You have someone in me that proves that we can do this consistently. I'm teaching you how to do it. I'm giving you a mindset, a way of thinking about it, how to conquer your demons, wrestle with them, pin them, beat their fucking ass. But you have to show up and do everything I tell you to do. And everything I tell you not to do, you need to keep it away. I'm afraid to hold to the targets. Okay. Don't hold to the target. Take something out before. Isn't that what a fucking partial is? Yes. Why are you arguing about it? It's money. It's 100% fucking profitable. Why are you arguing it? Why are you wrestling?
Alrighty, boys and girls, good morning, good morning, good morning. I just realized that I should probably turn this light to green, actually. Yeah, there we go. It is St. Patrick's Day after all. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well, man. Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome on in, chat. Welcome on in. Say hello. Hit the like button for me. Nika says she has her beer. I don't know if Nika is willing to prove that she has her beer. She'll have to drop a picture in the Discord for me to believe it. For me to believe it. But we'll see. We'll see if she comes through. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, Newton. Good morning, Electron. T Productions. Contract switch. I just switched my contracts this morning, actually. So the volume has officially rolled over into June officially. Good morning, Ferry, Medi, Big Head Reef. Good morning, Ab 40, Kookie, Angel, CJ. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Doug. Good morning, Doug. Frankie. Good morning, Doug. Tell us, how's the giveaway account treating you? How's the giveaway account treating you, Doug? Hopefully he's treating you well. But good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome on in. We will jump into the charts here. We got market open in like 2 minutes. I'll turn the background music down a little bit here. Okay. So, obviously, St. Patrick's Day, as far as economic calendar is concerned, we have orange folder news at 10 a.m. So we have pending home sales at 10. And then, like I said, the volume has officially switched over to June. So you guys can see here on the CME Group website that the total volume surpasses the March contract on the June contract now. So if you haven't already, go ahead and switch your front month contract from NQH to NQM, and same with ES as well. So just a heads up on that. So yeah, I went and switched everything over this morning already. Got all my charts situated and got my contracts loaded up properly on TradeSync. So we should be good to go. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. If it's our lucky day, we should be good to go. We should be good to go. Looking at this chart, what do we got going on today? We did end up going to that daily fair value gap, by the way, literally right at the end of the day. At like the very end of the day, we spiked here at 3 o'clock. At 3 p.m. we finally spiked up and took out the external high from yesterday morning and that Friday high. So go figure, they save it for the very end of the day. And now it looks like we're potentially heading back to another new high. This could potentially be the high of the week. Obviously we got the big FOMC Fed fund rate decision coming tomorrow, which is kind of the big anticipation for the week. So we'll see what we want to do. We'll see if they end up cutting rates, which I think is what is potentially being forecasted right now. Let me check, actually. Do they have it? Wow, it's actually being forecasted to stay the same. I know that Trump is really urging for rate cuts, so we'll see if they end up doing it or not. But here's opening bell, chat. But yeah, for right now, I guess it's being forecasted to just stay the same. No rate cut at all. So we'll see. Maybe this will be similar to last week then, where we get high of the week put in on Tuesday, and then we see price kind of dump off after that. So it's been pretty lopsided all week in terms of just like we talked about, that buy side delivery mainly only being offered since Sunday's open, but we'll see what happens. We got previous day high here at 25,035, and market is opening up. We just immediately trade down into this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Let's see if this bullish fair value gap can deliver us to this buy side at 35. I think we should be able to. I'll mark it out here on micro. Big wick on this 1 minute. Yeah, you already got ES. ES and Dow Jones already trading above these highs. Next level on ES would be 811. So we'll see if NQ can get this push above this high as well. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. All right, should be good. I'm doing well, Wolf Dubai. How are you? When do you usually change contract? I just wait until the volume is higher on the next month, and then I move it. Yesterday we were not anywhere close, so I still traded the March contract, and then today was more. So it just kind of depends. Sometimes it's Tuesday, sometimes it's Wednesday. The expiration is on Friday, so it's usually like 2 or 3 days before. Yeah, a little tedious because you just got to go and swap these all out on your watch list, but we're all good now, chat. We're all good now. Happy St. Patty's Day, Jamie. How you doing? Adjust for B contract changes. Adjust for B contract changes. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Adjust for B contract changes? Are you talking about the continuous contract? If you're talking about this this back adjustment, yeah. Have that on if you're looking at the continuous. You can see the most volume on the CME website. If you go to cmegroup.com, and then you go to the, you go find E-mini NASDAQ in the markets tab, and then you come here and you click on volume and open interest. And then underneath this, you'll see based on the contract and then the total volume. So you're just looking at that. Right now it's higher on June, so we trade June, and you can, it's not really a problem, honestly. If you trade March, you can see that the volume is extremely identical today, so you probably will be fine. But after today, probably not as fine. What, do you have to change the contract? Well, I know if you trade on, depending on your platform, like I know Top Step Project X just kind of does it automatically for you. But I mean, this is just normal futures trading. I don't know if TradeC, does anybody use is anybody using TradeC right now? Maybe TradeC doesn't make you do it as well. But yeah, if you're using like TradingView, Tradeovate, you'll have to do it. Aman, now you're getting with the program. You're asking me bright and early. Let me get caffeinated first. Aman, I think so. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Oh, what's the, yeah, hit the like button, chat. What's the bias today? 47% bullish. 37% of the chat is bearish. 16% of the chat is lost, and please send help. Yeah, well, I've been seeing that as well. Or at least you guys in the chat have been saying that TradeC fills have not been the best. I'm sure that'll get fixed over time. It's a brand new platform, so I mean, I guess we'll see. But yeah, I have been hearing that in the chat as well. Just got TradeSyncer. How do I make the orders? How do you make the orders? Well, you can just trade on whatever platform you're using. As long as you have your leader accounts and your follower accounts all connected and following, it'll follow automatically if you're trading off your leader. Yeah, Newton, I do know what this means. If everyone's bullish, that means we must be going lower. But we're not super lopsided today, honestly. Usually it's got to get over like 50% to be a lock. Camera I use is a Sony, I think it's like a A6100. And then the mic is just a Shure mic. So I can put the credentials on TradingView and still use. Yeah, that's what I use. I use TradingView here to execute on my leader account. So we've traded above this buy side level here. It's 35 on E-mini. It's 32 on micro, apparently. But we've traded above this buy side level now. Previous day high. And we'll see what prices want to do here beyond this point. But yeah, if anybody, I mean, you could have technically just longed this 15-minute fair value gap off open, I guess, if you were feeling ballsy enough, and you would have gotten this delivery. Did anybody do such things? Was anybody feeling lucky and did exactly that or no? Yeah, I use TradingView, yeah. I'm using TradeSyncer. Long but break even. Oh, are you still holding it? We're only 8 minutes into the open here, so we're still early. Oh, well, yeah, boys. Hope you guys got your Guinness ready. Hope you guys ate your Lucky Charms this morning. It is St. Patrick's Day, boys. So listen, if the luck of the market makers isn't on our side today, we're just gonna have to try this again in 2027. All right. But I feel good as long as you guys got your Guinness ready. You got your Guinness, and you've eaten your Lucky Charms. I'm feeling good about today. I'm feeling good about it. What do you mean? Try to get the 1 minute FEG or IFEG, but missed though. What's up, Hudson? Newton, what do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Lucky Charms and Guinness, dude. It's St. Patrick's Day. What are you talking about? Yeah, 10, where were you? You locked in? You got a dub yesterday? Dude, yesterday was so frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Was anybody who here was still watching at the very end when I took that 4th trade attempt and we got break even, or we ended up getting break even ticked on it, literally, and then it just melts towards the target like almost in a flash, like as I was ending the stream. Shaking my head, man. That sucked. Yeah, I had 2 break-even trades yesterday. 1 trade that would have been perfect, but it never picked up the limit order. It just literally went straight to target. And then 1 loss. We gave her our best shot, chat. We gave her our best. Drop shop. What am I doing? I'm just giving you all the answers. I'm giving you all the answers. So you're gonna start streaming or what? You want to know the camera I use, the mic I use, and the streaming software I use. Yes, OBS. Oh, ICT's live right now? This guy. Let me know if he says anything important. Yeah, drop shop. I think OBS is what most people use. Some people use like StreamYard or Streamlabs, but I like OBS when it's not giving me issues. What should you do with money? You started printing them a year ago? Spend it probably. I mean, the only thing that can stop you is getting arrested, so. Other than that, you're probably good. Probably so tilted. I was definitely annoyed, yeah. I was definitely annoyed, but it is what it is. That was my sign to get off the charts for the day. So I went ahead and drove through a foot of snow and went to the gym. And I said, fuck these charts. Let them have it. Let them have it. The after Tyler session, yeah. All right, boys. Well, we got 15-minute close here in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I still didn't see Nika drop her beer in the Discord. She said the first chat in the stream this morning was that she had her beer ready. So, Nika, don't tell me you were leading us on. Also, boys, you know what else is a little bit chapping my ass? If you go to my Instagram and you just look at like, you don't even have to scroll far. Just literally look at like the first 12 videos or like 9 or 12 videos. And I shit you not. Let's just go like the first 9, right? 3 out of the 9 are losing trades. Three out of the 9 videos here are losing trades. So 6 out of 9 are winners. The highest view on the winning trade, one of the winning trades is 6K views. The lowest views on one of the losers is 34K views, with the highest being 115K. What the fuck's going on here? Why do all the losing trades go viral? Everyone's gonna come across Tyler Trades and be like, every time I see this guy, he's just getting fucked. They're like, this guy sucks. It's hard on the ego, boys. It's hard on the ego and the pride. Why don't the winning trades ever go viral? What the hell? Everybody just wants to see losers. Can't make this up. I think what it is because when you post a losing trade, the comments are filled with like either you were my liquidity, skill issue, or you know, some blockbuster advice that will help you never lose a trade ever again. You know, the usual. But yeah, dude, what is it? What's up with that? What the heck? Oh, God's plan, am I right? 150K lightning funded. How much can you risk to get your first payout? Well, the consistency rule is 20%. So on a 150K, 1800 is technically all you need for like a max profit on a given day without going over your consistency. But max risk, I mean, the max risk I think is like what, 12 contracts I want to say or something like that. 12 minis or 120 micros. More than you'll probably ever need. Unless you're actually a degen full boarding. ICT focus on volume imbalance daily on NQ. The volume imbalance on the daily, huh? Should we go check it out? Look at that. No wick. Or if a wick, a very small one. I love when I gotta zoom way in just to mark something out. I wonder if this shows up on micro. Oh, that sucks. It doesn't show up on the micro, really. Kind of sucks that micro chart is like that. That's why you do all your charting on E-mini, but then if you need to, I guess what's this level? I don't know. You know, then execute on micro, but just a little pro tip, I guess. So what is this level up here? Like 150. I mean, it looks like we're headed there right now. 9:47. 3 minutes till 10 a.m. macro. What do you mean? When you nod your head yes, but your body says no, what do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? We're running out of time, what do you mean? Why is this so... Oh. Are you the pro? The pro tip is coming from? Well, I mean, I guess everybody probably says that, so I Sure. There's nothing new under the sun, Michael Kaiser. There's nothing new under the sun. Everybody that you see teaching anything about trading right now is all just teaching their understanding of regurgitated, same recycled shit. I hate to break it to you. Nothing new under the sun, chat. None of us discovered fire or the wheel or electricity. Look at Michael Von Kaiser trying to come in here and turn the vibes down on a St. Patty's Day. He must not be feeling lucky. Michael, are you Irish? Let's check. Let's see if we can figure out if Michael's Irish or not. Oh, nice. Another one of these channels. No profile picture, no uploads. A picture of, is this, what is this statue called? What, dude, is it, I've seen memes about this statue. Isn't it like the thinker? There's like a meme where it's like the thinker versus the doer. Michael must be the thinker. A man who thinks has nothing to concern himself but thoughts. Yeah, I'm going to say Irish. Definitely Irish. Either that or he's from the deepest, darkest bowels of Mumbai, India. You're English, so you're from, oh, I don't know how does that mean you're from England? I don't when people say they're English, I really don't understand what that means, but I just assume that they're a fair-skinned fella like myself, susceptible to sunburn. I'm actually looking forward to the day I can get sunburn for the first time this year. Burn me, baby. Manchester. Hey, all right, let me settle a debate here. Well, it's not really a debate because if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. Michael, is it football or soccer? What am I waiting for? What will be my entry point? Let's just say you will know when I mention it and or take it. Macro just started, by the way. It looks like we're just pushing up. So I'm just waiting. Really, your best opportunity probably, honestly, was this 15-minute, like literally right at open. As soon as we opened up, we wicked down into this 15-minute gap. We mentioned this right away, but I mean, I generally just don't trade that early. And right at up. Literally, this was like the first candle of opening bell. We wick down. Wick down and go, man. Sweet J chillin'. Football, wrong. It's soccer. It's soccer. So I'm confused. So if you guys over there in across the pond, if you guys are calling it football, like the lamest thing that you could ever do is call our version of football American football. Like you guys go, oh, here's football, and then over there they got American football, which is a completely different sport. You know what I mean? Yeah, technically you play both with your feet. Shri Ram says, I'm from India. Congratulations. Whoever says soccer is probably gay. I guess I like men. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, ladies. Listen, as a man, I just gotta stand up for what I believe in. You know what I mean? Actually, no. Let's leave that high on there for now. Rugby? Ugh. Nah, it's definitely soccer. It's definitely soccer, right, Kevin? Kevin, tell me it's soccer, right? Kev says it's supposed to hit low 90s here this weekend. Wait, Kev, where did you say you live in Florida? I forget where you said you live. The most comical sayings these days, you were my liquidity. Meanwhile, the person is in the sim environment. I know. Sorry, Kev. I was just getting all caught up on the messages. Only gay on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, we can do one day. We can do one day. One day is fine. Because I'm comfortable with my sexuality. Oh, yeah. I'm good, Attican. How are you? Soccer there. It's settled. It's settled. Moderator said it's soccer as well, so. Texas? Oh. What part of Texas? Can we get another 10 a.m. reversal? That's what I'm kind of wondering. I don't know. I don't know, chat. But yeah, I mean, I would say if you caught the literal open or the market open long, or if you were in longs pre-market, I guess that's either that or you're chasing it up here or just waiting. Near Frisco? There's a Frisco, Texas? News to me. As far as I'm concerned, there's only like 5 cities in Texas. Dallas / Fort Worth. Austin. Maybe there's only 2. Why am I blanking all of a sudden? Like San Antonio. And then Odessa, because the old high school football movie is goated. So that's 4. Oh yeah, I guess isn't Dallas? Oh yeah, Houston. Oh yeah, can't forget Houston. Hey, chill, relax. Yeah, isn't the Cowboy Stadium technically in Arlington? Is that a whole different? I wouldn't know. Is that like completely different than Dallas, or is that like a suburb of Dallas? Am I deploying to Iran? I am not deploying to Iran. Although, if they need someone to go find out where BB is, just let me know. I'll go find him. I'm gonna go look at the end of the rainbow for a pot of gold. He might be there. What time is it? 9:56. All right, guys. Top of the hour here in 4. Top of the hour in 4. Yeah, I got my eyes on E-mini up here. I got it marked out with that volume imbalance that our father ICT mentioned. Evidently, it's at like 25,150. You the real leprechaun? Listen, I'm not Irish at all as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know, I'm not Irish. But I do like a good Guinness. You know what I'm saying? The Irish, they got that one right, you know? Yeah, I guess you could say Conor McGregor too, but yeah. Literally, like, one of the first fights of his I ever watched was when he broke his leg. Isn't that funny? I'm like, oh, dude, I've been hearing all this stuff about this Conor McGregor guy. UFC is getting popular. Let me watch this guy. He breaks his leg. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not his lucky charm. What do I think about my dear President Donald and his wars? I think he's a puppet. I think everybody got scammed. Personally, though, I believe that we would have gotten war regardless. You know, if we just be pragmatic here, and just think about this, like my entire life as an adult, or just not even as an adult, like even going back to my childhood years, like my entire life, there has always been war going on. There's never not been war going on that the U.S. has been involved in since I've been alive. That's crazy to think about. We've never really had peace ever. We've always been in war. Taxpayers have always been funding different wars. And I just think at this point, everything is about following the money and the people that benefit financially off of wars happening. And yeah, so for that reason, I think we would be in war regardless. You know, the war might be different, maybe, perhaps. Like, for example, you know, Biden got us out of Afghanistan in a terrible manner. However, he got us out of Afghanistan just so we could get involved with Russia, Ukraine. Now, we didn't put, like, you know, boots on the ground or anything like that, but, like, we're still funding that war, right? And now Trump's in office. It's not about Russia, Ukraine anymore. Now we're dealing with Iran for Israel. It's just like, and then before that, we were dealing with, obviously, Iraq, Afghanistan, the Middle East for 20 years. This is ridiculous. And it's like these people that make all this money off of war, they don't want the music to stop. It's too profitable. So yeah, I don't blame. The only thing I blame Trump for is that he campaigned on no new wars, president of peace, etc. And yeah, he's obviously not delivering on that. So yeah, L Trump. You know, and he'll say like, oh, we can't let them have a nuclear weapon. I just don't buy that they have one, or are even close to having one. I mean, Bibi Netanyahu's been saying that they have been close to a nuclear weapon for like decades now. You know, if you remember Trump campaigning in 2016, he campaigned on how the Middle East was a big waste. They went from weapons of mass destruction, knowing that there were none. And now he's just like he's like repeating the same thing. So at the end of the day, we're all just being lied to, I guess, is what I'm ultimately getting at. We're all being lied to. We're all being dragged through the mud. And politics is nothing more than a puppet show, as far as I'm concerned. You know what's crazy though too? Man, even like as time has gone on, like, dude, I kind of think that the Trump getting shot in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania, I think that was staged now too. Yeah, well, yeah, listen. There's people on both sides. You got like Trump derangement syndrome folks, and then you got Trump savior syndrome, where it's like the Trump derangement is like, regardless of what he does that would be considered good, it's going to be bad in their view. And same on the other side of the aisle. Like there's a lot of like old boomers that are just like forever Trumpers, and they'll justify like if he like now he's at war and you know what's happening with the oil and gas prices, and they'll be like, well, you know, short-term gain or short-term pain for long-term gain. And then they start like justifying like why he's actually smart for doing what he's doing instead of like holding him accountable. So yeah, you got people on both sides that don't really think for themselves at all. But it's just like anything else, right? You elect a president to do a job that they promised or claimed that they were going to do, that they campaign on. You know, imagine if you got hired for any sort of a job and you didn't do what you said you were going to do or what was expected of your job description, and like, what do you think would happen? You get fired, you know, let go, terminated. You know, he was elected to do a job and he's not doing his job. At least not what he promised. That's how I look at it. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's as deep as like he's choosing to not do his job or like he's negligent or anything like that. I just don't think he's in control. I just genuinely don't think he's the one actually calling the shots. It's all theatrics. Yeah, where the ear shot, whatever, was a little bit weird. As soon as he was like, yeah, the doctors were amazed. They said, I guess I'm a good, like, I heal fast or something. I'm like, how do you get shot in the ear and not have a single, like, even, like, mark? You know, and then, like, how much time went on and we never got any information about Thomas Crooks. The whole shit's fucked. And then what really got me was when they were like, oh yeah, it must be Iran that we're trying to get you to fight for us. That's who did it. That's who's behind it. They're trying to assassinate you, Trump. It's Iran. Okay. Yeah, well, we got this 5-minute potential change in the state lower. However, we got this 15-minute bullish fair value gap that we are trading into. We haven't gotten to that daily volume balance either. If we were going to see this be like a true liquidity sweep, I kind of feel as if we should have seen more sensitivity to this area in rejection. So the fact that we've kind of displaced above here, closed a gap over this high, this gap is important to me. So if this gap holds, I want to just respect bullishness until this fails. So if this fails, then I'm bearish. If this doesn't fail, I'm probably going to favor continued upside. So this is the gap that created a new high. So therefore, this gap is significant. No, I'm not watching his YouTube live. Somebody in the chat said that he pointed out the daily volume imbalance, so I marked it out. ICT signals chat. Keep him coming. Keep him coming. Keep him coming. Let me know when he's in. Let me know when he's in long. I know, boys. Where does the chat stand on Erica Kirk at this point? Are y'all thinking like what I'm thinking? See if we get this inversion here at if we get this inversion off this 15-minute gap, I'm going to be probably looking to try longs. Me and Michael are doing exactly the same. Let's go. Gold star. Everybody loves little Michael. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. Interesting. So, Kevin, where does that mean you stand? I'm assuming, Kevin, does that mean you stand opposite of what Robert is saying here? He goes, Erica's a new tool for half of Mega and Lion JD Vance. Thoughts, Kevin? Like Candace Owens, a so-called best friend, continues to run her mouth about her best friend and what he built and everything tied to him. That's called fake ass motherfucker. Really, Kevin? So you're giving Erica the benefit of the doubt? Is that what I'm gathering from that? Felix is saying Erica is Mossad. Aman says Jesus. Amen, Aman. That is true, Kevin. You don't know. You don't. None of us truly know. Yeah, it's all speculation. You are not wrong. All right, here's another question for the chat. Did we ever actually go to the moon or no? Def not. No, never. That's kind of what I was thinking. You know, we probably should do a giveaway today because it is St. Patty's Day, huh? That is fitting. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we probably should. If you guys behave today, run up the like button. We'll do a little St. Patty's Day giveaway. But if you guys start acting up, I'm telling you right now, I will turn this bus around, and that will be the end of your precious little field trip, okay? Notice how Candace changes her stories. It's always a new theory at some point. You got to ask yourself, okay, what's her agenda now? She brings nothing to the table except talk. Yeah, I'll be honest. I personally, I mean, I've kind of tuned all of it out, to be honest. I've kind of made my assumptions on where I stand with a lot of this stuff, and everything else is kind of just noise and people talking to get views and whatever. So I haven't watched anything from her or really anybody, to be honest. The only time I talk politics now is like when I'm talking to my dad and he's just like, you know, he'll make like a joke, like kind of like praising Trump or whatever. And I'm just like, dude, you know, and then you try to like yesterday I was talking to him and I was just like, yeah, I'm still waiting for this so-called golden age to start that he promised. And he kind of was like, oh, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, you're clueless, pal. That's all right though. We love him anyway. You don't know better. Candace talk about reckless, crazy conspiracy peddlers, but MAGA establishment has no factual or moral rebuttals or high ground either. Just blind loyalty to Trump. Yeah. Am I a little black? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. But, you know, it's possible. Do I hate black? No. He said wages were too high. Trump said that? Yeah, first presented gap here. I believe, right? And inside this 15 minutes still. So this is just where I'm at, chat. So 15-minute gap that created this new high. If this holds, I just want to stay bullish until proven otherwise. And for me, if this gap fails, I would entertain shorts. Right, like this. And vice versa, if this holds, just probably look for new highs. What do you guys think of that? Pretty reasonable, huh? Not trying to do too much here. Yeah, this gap did its job. Traded up into it. We held it. Pushed a new low. So this gap is kind of meaningless to us at this point. Seeing you have the same bias makes me hope I'll become profitable soon. Well, that just means that we see the same thing on a technical analysis standpoint. I really don't think technical analysis and your ability to do it has as big of an impact on profitability as just the emotional side of it. You know, you could be the best technical analyst in the world, and if you can't control your emotions, you're just gonna be fucked. That's why trading is so hard. The technical analysis is the easiest part about this. I mean, the market can only go one of two ways. You know? Son of a gun. Don't see a trade today. I don't see one as of yet. I think you could be bearish right now. You could be bullish right now. Three ways? I guess sideways, yeah, but you know what I meant, Mike. Come on. Quit busting my balls. They're already blue. Tyler, will you get tilted? Will I get tilted? Not if I have any, I hope not. Not if I have any control over it. Now, if one of my split personalities takes over, then that's a different story. You know what I mean? We did actually just get a little inverse on this 5. Oh my God, that was the 15 close as well. Oh shit. Bro, we inversed. Literally right at the last moment on micro, but did we inverse here on mini? Did we inverse? Kinda, yeah, I guess, technically. Love that. Trying to decide how I want to play this right now. If I want to wait a little bit and let it maybe chop around up in here. It's 10:16. I feel like we could maybe pull up in here more, but I say that now, and then in 10 minutes I'll be watching this thing spool lower. I think I'll wait a little bit. Still retesting like this OB from market open. Wait a little bit, see if this can form some structure in here, confirm. Kind of a finicky little inverse. We literally closed like, what, like a tick or two below it. How are you guys feeling about this right now? You're in? Oh, what does your position look like if you just enter off the 15? Like that. A little 82-point stopper. Yeah, I wonder if we could leave like a 5-minute BPR in here and then poke up into that. Or maybe even a wick up into this OB. That's why I'm waiting. That's why I'm waiting just a little bit. Plus, it's middle of the hour, so I don't know. I'm not really fully anticipating this to just like totally melt down, like inverse V-shape recovery here, but. Does anybody still think this holds bullish? To a new high or no? Like, look at this 1 minute. I don't like this this inversion just wasn't like the most convincing inversion I've ever seen. What's up? It is me trading. One hour and 4 hour bullish. You don't want to fade it. Rather take longs. It's fair. Yeah, I was kind of wanting to take longs too, unless this got inversed, and then now here we are. See what happens, man. I'm still neutral right now. I'm not super convinced one way or the other. Look at this like perfect bounce off 9:30 open though. I wonder if we do frame longs, like let's say we just obliterate and we keep displacing up. In terms of like a target, you could just go over that daily volume bounce, or maybe it'd be worthwhile projecting this out. Also, let's see where this lines up. What is that, 230s? Damn. All right, so the daily volume balance. It's it's 25,150 here on E-mini. So I have to keep kind of watch it. The prices are a lot different on micro, because 150 is only right here if it wants to do that. Otherwise, I'm open to the short as well. If this does hold, right, and then we get another closure back below here, at that point, I think I'm feeling a lot better about the short. Here's the 5 minute on ES. I'll zoom in a little bit. BPR. NQ is the strongest of the three. Yeah, if we don't see this respect and hold, then I think I'll probably look for longs as well, but I'll give this a chance. See how this 5 minute wants to close. And 15 minute will close here in 7-8 minutes. Yet again. Might be just reclaiming this gap right back. Remember, it's not about being right. It's just sharp with an E on the end. Ratio, your risk reward versus win rate. As long as you have a plan. Robert making sense again. long as you have a plan and a dream, chat. I just marked this out as an OB. This was our 5-minute change in the stay lower. It's the last up close candle before we shifted below here. So this down close candle, boom, up close candle above high, new high. So this is an OB, but if it's not, you know, the higher time frame narrative means more. So if we're drawing towards that daily volume imbalance, for example, this won't matter and it should fail, and then we can get on side with longs. But if we are bearish off of this high, previous day high, then this should hold. So I was just marking it out for good measure. So we're just kind of monitoring it. We're monitoring the situation, chat. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Ever since Trump got in office, we've been monitoring a lot of situations, haven't we? Thank you for your attention to this matter. There is a little 5-minute gap on this as well. Like right here on this candle, it's not much. You got Dow Jones still looking like it wants to push lower. There's a hourly fair value gap right here. Is that right? Yeah, we got hourly gap on Dow Jones that we are about to trade into right here. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not convincing me either way right now. This could still hold and sell off. What I would want if I do go long, yeah, it would just be really honestly like this gap failing. I wanted to see some more momentum. Like maybe if we trade down into this on the 1 minute, OB, fair value gap, get respect here, and then we see another drive higher, I'll look to probably long off of like, you know, maybe a break of this high off of this respect. Like long here, break even here, and try to hold for a little extension above the high. Three-minute bullish gap just tagged. We did tag the hourly gap on Dow Jones now, by the way. This is, dude, you know where I got screwed yesterday on my long was right here. Something like this. You guys remember my long yesterday where I got stopped break even and then I flipped short? I went back and I looked at it and we ended up, the retracement that got me out break even, it's set up just like this, where it did like a shallow drive and then a new high, but then it eventually pulled back for this 50%. So I kind of got finessed. How did I manage yesterday's trade? Ain't felt anything. Which trade, dude? I took four. Well, I had 4 trade ideas yesterday. I took 3. The first one was the best one and it didn't pick me up. The other 2 were both break even and then 1 loss. But the loss was because I flipped. In hindsight, I guess. Well, in hindsight, it wasn't a bad position because we were getting respect off of like a higher time frame PD array, and I did feel like we had room to go lower, but you know, it was Monday early in the week. A lot of the times you just don't really see, a lot of times early week, you just don't see balanced price in that way, if that makes sense. Like a lot of times you'll see price will remain overbought or oversold and kind of just keep moving one direction until like Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we see like price at the high of the week. All right, so we did not want to come back for 50% here. We did get a SMT with Dow Jones here though, because this low put in another new low. So yeah, so this is where it's like, all right, can we get along off this? But truthfully, man, I'd kind of want my stop loss to include this fair value gap in order block. I think I'm gonna wait. Let me wait a little bit. Let me see if we can get this. Let me see if we can get this retrace. Respect, then look for closure higher, and then look for longs. Because the other alternative is this just totally gets ran out, and then we're looking for shorts. Trump is in Ireland. Is he really? Is he having a Guinness? Listen, boys, if we hit a winning trade, should I go crack a Guinness? Should I crack a Guinness? I literally went out and got 4 Guinness because they sell them in 4-packs. I went out and got 4 Guinness because I was like, hey, listen, St. Patty's Day, maybe chat wants to get a little freaky. You should drink a Guinness. I don't know about cracking one, though. I guess that's true. I'd probably get, like... Yeah, it probably would be a little painful, I guess. 10:30, guys. New 30-minute. Taiwan is surrounded by China, actually. I wonder if this news flow ever... They got this news flow tab on TradingView. I don't know this. Do you guys ever use this? It seems like it should be a good. Can I unfilter that? It should be a good, like. I don't know. It's never. Every time I've looked at it, it doesn't really give me anything that's like blockbuster. Where are we at in the heat map right now? Nvidia like hasn't moved today. We're at, oh, you guys can't really see it. Sorry. Yeah, it's like literally minus 0.13%. We're kind of like Google's 0.5. Yeah, we're kind of probably stalling and waiting for tomorrow, huh? All right, guys. Moment of truth, guys. A moment of truth. This could be if you're like a really aggressively bullish. Maybe this is your entry here. I am wanting to see this hold though first. I personally want to see this hold just because I think it could be possible that this fails off of previous daily high. And we'll see what we do here. If we hold this and push for another new high here internally, I'm going to try longs. And if we rip through this, I like shorts. Chat. Sorry, I won't do that again. We'll draw on it so nobody's confused. Option A. Option B. If you have 2 draws on liquidity, it's low probability. I agree. You mean like if you can frame both sides, I'm assuming is what you're trying to say. Let's go over like a 2R or something. All right, guys, I'm going to try the short here. And I'm going break even at this new hourly high. 9 a.m. hourly high. But yeah, I want to try to get a 2R here. I'm going to see if we can get this daily gap on an NQ E-mini. See if Dow Jones wants to find a bounce off this hourly as well and continue up. We did reclaim the 15-minute gap on NQ, by the way. Did I have a few beers? No. But if this hits, we're going to have a Guinness. I really don't want to see this become like an immediate bearish order block. PA is a little bit slower just because we got the big thing is FOMC this week. PPI tomorrow morning, FOMC tomorrow afternoon. Today and yesterday was basically no news. Monday, Tuesday. It's not really what we wanted. Yeah, I didn't want to see this become a bearish order block on the 1 minute after taking out this high. Can I move this? Can you move drawings? Oh, hell yeah. I don't know if I should hold this or just cut it. It's really not what we wanted to see. Closure back below here now. If we look like we're going to drive lower, I think I'm just going to kill it. Yeah, I'm going to kill this. Killed it there for minus 25 points. It's okay. We literally generated highs here, got entered. We take it out, form a bearish order block, and right back down. 1040. All right, well, option B is still in play. Yeah, we cut our half risk. We're trying, man. We're managing. We're managing the best we can. 15-minute. If I show you guys the 15-minute, this is what we look like on NQ. Little bit different structures here versus here on ES. Well, I don't know. It gave me what I wanted to see to justify trying the longs, seeing if we could get 10 a.m. hourly candle to maybe push above the previous hourly high, which we hadn't done on any of these yet. I liked the fact that we had SMT with Dow and Dow Jones was bouncing from a 1 hour gap. And then we just were in the strongest asset, obviously. We had traded down into here, hit this gap, and then confirmed another closure above here. So I was okay with giving it a try, but I didn't want to see what we're seeing, obviously, right now. So cut it, try to keep the loss to a minimum. And then just wait and see what it looks like we're going to do. It's 1041. We did finally just tap this 50%. But yeah, the thing is I can always rejoin the move. Or wait to see if this flips. Yeah. This is a 1 minute bearish breaker right here. See what we do with it. Or are we going to tap 50% here and fly? Oh, I guess 50% is here now, right? Hembricks is way too hot. Hembricks? What the hell is that? We got to hit a banger, boys. We got to hit a banger so that we can crack a Guinness. We'll do a St. Patty's giveaway either way, though. Really, bruh? We gonna fly now? We just inversed this little 1 minute gap, but you jacking me off. bullshit. I think I literally perfectly cut that right at the low. What a fucking idiot. I know, my original stop was set at the low of this gap. This is why range trading is not my strong suit. I think too much. I think too much. Tyler, less thinky, more doey. Oh, this is kind of gay. I didn't care for that wick either. Let's lower the size a little bit. I'll try this just with a little bit less size, I think. Let's see if we get a pullback and get a fill here. I might have just missed it, actually. There we go. Okay. I'm going to try this one more time. I did do lower size, though. A little. But yes, this is FOMO. I do have a fear of missing out on the move that I was trying to wait for, yes. You caught me. You caught me red-handed. Sue me. The chop model. Oh man, yeah, range trading is tough, bro. Skill issue, or don't trade it. But yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to see like 50% of like this last leg up fail? This is like the lowest I want to see it go. Or we're just cooked. It's always a skill issue. I know. That is kind of the funny thing about trading is like nobody forces you to put trades on. So if you put trades on in a bad condition, it's still your fault. So technically, skill issue is actually always correct. But I don't think there's some trades you take where you're like, that was a bad loss. You know what I mean? And then there's other trades where it's like, dude, I would take that trade every time. And I don't think those are bad losses. I think those are the losses that you want. Sit on your hands issue. That's true. That is true. I will say this. The only thing that can go wrong here would be if we don't do anything for like 10 minutes. We're coming into the 11 o'clock macro. So I'm wanting to see this deliver, hopefully, as we roll into that. And this new hour, or at the end of this hour, will indeed flip bullish. But if we do chop, don't leave this range. Next hour opens up, and then we target this hourly low first. It's GG's. Left side is just ES and Dow Jones. I'm watching the higher time frames on my other monitor, though. All right, we're in the macro. The MACD says it's going to go up, so I should get out of this. That sucks. Why do you guys got to tell me stuff like that? Don't tell me the MACD says that. That's not good. Yeah, this is the lowest I wanted to see this get to, was this 50%. So we're holding it as of now. Not ideal that we got closure back below this breaker, but it's still not invalidated totally. Like I said, it's really going to kind of come down to is like if we just don't leave this range and then the next hour opens up. As soon as the next hour opens up, we're going to have an hourly gap below this low, which is going to really fuck this up for confidence. But I tried the first attempt. I did cut it early, and then I went lower risk on this reattempt. So I am trying to manage risk. If I'm gonna get chopped up, I'm gonna try to keep the L to a minimum. That's all I can really do. Either that or sit on my hands, which if it ends up being chopped, that's what I'll wish I did, but that's always hindsight. Let me grab this thing. Come on. Well, it's only worth the risk if it plays out. It's only worth the risk if it plays out, right? It's never worth the risk when it doesn't. Last 5 minutes incoming here. See if we can get this push. Come on, hourly candle. Go get this 9 a.m. high. Go get her. Come on. I know you want it. How are you going to have this big girthy hourly candle and you never see a new high on the next hourly candle? Come on. I mean, that thing was girthy, chat. Don't lie. New York AM is for retail. I think every session is for retail. Grabbing a beer, no Guinness though? Come on, dude. You got to grab a Guinness. We might not be able to crack one if this doesn't deliver for us. There's nothing to celebrate then. It'll be stolen valor. Play the Pump It Up song. See, as we get closer, like I want us you know, if this hourly candle closes and we're like still here at the entry, I might just fucking kill it because I don't want to see this hourly candle close bearish. Because then I think we have a high probability of going here first. But we'll see. Last 4 minutes. Pump it up, baby. Come on. What if I told you I am Irish? An Irish coffee? What is an Irish coffee? An Irish coffee? Is that like coffee with like Bailey's in it or something? Whiskey and coffee? Oh, yuck. That sounds terrible. Yeah, I always thought it was like something like kind of nice and creamy. Bailey's. What's another one people use? Like rum chata or something? Are those like the only two like creamy? Man, this thing is just fucking slow, dude. I'm trying to be patient. Hour's gonna close in 2 minutes. Price trying to split the G. I'm really tempted to just get out of it, honestly. Yeah, I'm just worried that the new hourly is going to open up and we go straight for the previous hourly low first. That's my only concern with this at this point. I don't know. Here's what I'm thinking. If we get like closure below here without stopping me out, I'll kill it on the 1 minute. I'll give it a chance to like wick this low, hit 50% and still go higher. Just because we've generated these equal highs here at the previous hourly high now, I don't know. Part of me though is just like, I don't want to see us sweep this and then wick back down, because then it's like I might as well just get out. Range trading, dude. Range trading. Where's our previous hourly high? Right here. So yeah, this is what I don't want to see, right? If this hourly candle wants to go for this hourly gap, which is now here, like if we're putting in the upper wick now and we start going lower, that's like, let's just get out. You know, so I kind of like don't want to see this hourly low flip now. Yeah, it's just tough conditions to try to be too confident in. My magic paintbrush is not giving me the luck of the Irish yet. Come on. Give us a God candle. Give us a God candle so I can go break even at least. Yeah, guys, I'm going to look to kill this if we start to flip strong here. It's not worth holding it for a full stop, I don't think. It's not worth it. Yeah, I'm out. Killing it there for minus $90 just to be safe. I mean, so it is what it is. We gave it 2 attempts. I cut this one early for like minus 250. Minus 90, 100 bucks there. We'll see. I mean, if it plays out, it plays out. It is what it is, but I just don't have any confidence in it anymore. Kept both attempts to an extremely low risk, so that's really all I can do. But now that I'm out of it, if it just flies, I mean, that'll be just funny, but I don't me no likey. That's a bummer, huh? Now it will run. I know. It is what it is. But there's logic in why we could totally run all of this out, and this is all just like accumulation now. So I would rather have the peace of mind. Like, your best trades is when you're like, you have a hard time framing the other side. I think truthfully you can always frame both sides if you really try hard enough. But it's nice to be able to be like, yeah, I really don't see a reason why we would go here before, you know, your target. We don't really have that anymore here. I could easily see this first. So, I don't know. Managed risk, I guess. That's all I can do. Why is market not moving? Well, I think not just tomorrow we got FOMC, but we got a decent move at open above an objective. And then 10 a.m. candle, like this hourly candle right here was the 10 a.m. candle, right? So like this 10 a.m. candle was literally just a big lower wick and then kind of a range consolidation. This would be the only, let's tape read this part of it now, okay? So what I originally thought for this idea was like, all right, I don't want to see it go below 50%, which we just tapped, which is taking out this low here internally. If we're bullish, this has got to hold and go higher. Otherwise, I think hourly gap is where we're going. And then obviously that'd be a great decision to cut the trade there. Yeah, no tilting. No tilting, chat. Man, I kind of wanted to hit a banger and crack a Guinness, though. Oh, shucks. We could do a giveaway. We still got a giveaway to do, though, huh? You guys want to do a giveaway or no? You guys want to do a St. Patty's Day giveaway? Are you feeling lucky? Or are you not feeling lucky? S&P looks nice. S&P and Dow Jones, they are still holding that same 15-minute range. The 15-minute ranges look a little different, right? It looks stronger on NQ. It looks weaker on ES and Dow. Bearish, bearish. This looks more so bullish off of this gap, but really just some messier retracements, really. NQ, you know what I mean? She's not always your friend. But it's all right. It's all right. Manage risk. Manage risk when you trade in poor conditions. All you can do. I'm happy. It could be much worse. Old me would have had quite the heyday with this fuckery. Like how many people on the 1 minute chart are just getting like shredded right here, specifically right here, waiting for like a breakout that they're trying to force, and they're just like getting fucking ripped. New high, new low, new high, new low, new high, new low, new high. Yeah, it's just not what the doctor ordered, huh? OT exactly. Wait. From the top to the bottom of the dump. Yeah, no, this is to the top to the bottom of the dump. You're saying 62 here? Is that what you're saying? I'm assuming. No, that's not right. Wait, what? Am I fucking not? Am I on drugs? What are you saying? Or are you saying this? Daily top. This is the day. This is the high of day. To the bottom of the dump during open. So from here to here? Is that what you're telling me? Here's open. Here's the low from open. Here's the high of day. This hit 786. I thought you said 62 even. Yeah, retraced to 786 was the absolute low of this, but yeah, the whole OTE range held. OTE range held. It's funny though, because if you guys remember when we were analyzing this, we were talking about the 15-minute gap, and this down and this closure right here was enough to inverse that 15-minute. Right? So. But, you know, I don't know. We knew that going into the week that Monday and Tuesday were going to be lower expectations and be nimble. That's what that was the first thing I told you guys yesterday. I was like, I'm going to be nimble today and tomorrow. Which is probably why it looked like how it did, right? Cutting trades early, not even letting them go to full stop out if I take them, because, you know, the confidence and the conviction really isn't there. And I would say the only argument that you can make to that would be like, well, why are you even trading then? And honestly, it's a fair argument, but, you know, had a couple if this then that scenarios that played out, and I just followed what I said I was going to do, and it just had to manage risk. So gay Spider-Man, no. I was about to say I do be shooting ropes though, but I'm not going to say that. That sounds inappropriate. I'm not going to say that. You almost got me. You almost got me. All right, boys. Let's do a giveaway here. Let's do a giveaway. How do we want to do said giveaway is my question. We gotta do a St. Patty's Day giveaway. Should we just do the Discord? Is that probably the easiest? If you guys are not in the Discord, I will drop it in there. Go ahead and join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. We'll do a giveaway in the Discord here in a little bit. Probably the easiest. It's either that or I got to do another Google form, and then we got to do a duck race, which will take a while. And I respect your guys' time. I respect your guys' time. Because I'm a nice guy. I know the duck race just takes so long. Because I gotta, in order for me to collect all your names, I gotta like put a form in the chat. You guys gotta fill it out. And then I gotta copy paste all the names and throw them in the list. So it just takes a while. We'll do another giveaway before the end of the week, and we'll do a duck race. I'll have a form ready to go so you guys can just rip it. How's that? Sound like a deal? New week, new duck. So yeah, hop in the Discord. The link is in the chat, guys, and in the description if you need to scroll down and find it. In the meantime, just kind of watching what this wants to do. Looks like hourly gap is imminent, like we were talking about, at least on ES for sure. This is the ES chart, top left, by the way. So for sure on ES, probably another new hourly low on Dow. See if NQ wants to get there as well. Feels like it should. Feels like it should. Silver bullet candle, man. What a disappointment. Chelsea's only here for the duck race. What the duck? What the duck are you talking about? All right, boys. All right, if you're not in the Discord, your time's running out. You better hurry, better hurry, better hurry. We'll do a giveaway here for a 50K select account with TRADEIFY. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, how long? What time is it? 11, 12? Yeah, let's get her till the end of this 15-minute closure. So let's do like a little casual 3 minutes. We'll do like a casual 3 minutes. Prize is a 50K select TRADEIFY account. And the description, because it is St. Patty's Day, we'll do some Irish clovers, and let's do, oops. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, can I do a GIF? Or is that not a thing? What? Can I do that? Wait. Let's do this instead. Oh, that's a scam. It didn't even work. Anyway, good enough. All right, guys. If you want to be in the giveaway, hit the little giveaway icon here. And we will pick this winner in 3 minutos and see what Price is doing here while we wait. Yeah, it's a select account, so you can once you pass it, if you pass it, you can go and choose either flex or daily. Oh yeah, load up the emojis too. Why not? Load up the emojis. Yeah, we're still waiting. How did you guys do today? Let's do a P&L check as well while we wait. Might as well. We were, what was it? 48% bullish was the final for the bias today. I don't know. I'm just happy that I managed risk the way that I did, and we'll live to trade another day or another session at least. So we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We kept the loss to a minimum. I'm happy about that, honestly. Until I crack a Guinness and start tilting. Should we just get sloppy drunk on Guinness and just overtrade today? I mean, what would the Irish do? You know what I mean? If you were in Ireland today, what would you do? That's kind of what you got to ask yourself. Yeah, let me know. Green, red, or flat / break even today. My final P&L for these 6 accounts, minus $417. So, I mean, that's pretty good considering that both trades I was risking this. I was actually risking more than this in total on both trades. Cut both early. You would go to mass. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, 45 seconds. If you want to be in the giveaway, hit the giveaway button now in the Discord. If not, forever hold your you-know-what. 93 entries. That's it. I guess if you're in a restricted country, you probably shouldn't be in this giveaway. It's actually a little bit annoying when people are like, "Oh, hey, I won the giveaway, but I can't claim it because I'm in a restricted country that doesn't allow TRADEIFY." I was like, then why did you even do it? You know? You can't see it. What do you mean? Are you blind? All right, and your winner is... Shut the fuck up right now. Oh, Anthony. Congratulations, Anthony. I was going to say, bro, did you just show up? He's in the chat going, any trades? Which means he probably just showed up to the stream. Which also means he just won after just showing up. That's fucking hilarious. But, wow, fake. Wow, I should probably rerun it because he just showed up. He wasn't here the whole time. Nah, just kidding. Can't do that. He's got the luck of the Irish on his side. Oh, you guys are spelling out rigged? That's funny. Congrats, Anthony. I will get you... Open up a ticket if you can. It'll just make it easier. Otherwise, I'll get you the code here in a little bit. We got more... We'll do more giveaways before the end of the week, chat. We'll do more giveaways before the end of the week. So don't you worry. But you best be here. You best be here, because I'm not going to tell you when and where they're going to happen, but they're going to happen. All right? We'll do a couple more. We'll do a couple more. Anyway, the P&L check, 39% red, 37% green, kind of pretty close there, and then 24% flat or break even. Yeah, I'm down a little on the day, but managed risk well, so I'm pretty happy about that, to be honest. Avoided 2 full stop outs. And the second one was pretty late. It was like $90, so borderline break even. All right, man. Well, shoot. Hourly gap is still intact on both ES and NQ. Is this just a retracement to go run it, you guys think, or what? 5-minute bearish order block here. 5-minute bearish gap. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be at this point. Yeah, like this. You gotta be wicking down and getting ready to go to that hourly gap. There's no way. There's no way. Why is that kind of tempting, though? Rigged by me. We didn't get this inversion, though. Why is this kind of tempting, chat? Where's the gap fill? All the way down here? And then you got a low here. Opening range low. Oh, man, that's so dirty. No inversion. And then she rips back up. Oh, maybe nothing's here then. Maybe nothing is here after all. How are we not going to get the hourly gap on ES or NQ, though? Why's he got to be dirty like that? Oh? Our Guinness hopes are not lost yet, chat. I'm going to just say that right now. I'm going to just say that right now. Our Guinness hopes are not lost yet. Oh, shit. You fucking kidding me, dude? Shut the God forbid I wait for a candle closure. Holy shit. I'm in. I went a little bit lower, though. Lower size. Fuck. I'm going for hourly gap tag for break even and opening range low as target. It's like a 1.8, 1.9 R. This is your hourly gap here. And if this trade fails, I mean, this is just totally fucked if this doesn't play also. I refuse to believe that we won't go to the hourly gap on ES or NQ. I refuse. Trader's final words, right? Let's see if market wants a Guinness. Market doesn't want a Guinness. Do you want two? You greedy fuck. Come have a brew with your mates. Meet me at the pub. Or be gay. Come on now. ES wants these equal O's. Don't fuck with me. Uh-oh, boys. The brews are, dare I say, working. Market's thirsty. Market's thirsty. Hit the like button, boys. Otherwise, the luck of the Irish will haunt you for the rest of 2026. Clink, clink. Come on, come on. Dude, is there like some Irish like folk music I could play? Irish folk music? Is that a thing? Famous Irish folk songs. There's a playlist on Spotify. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's even, maybe YouTube has it. Irish dance music? I don't know. I don't know. I've never looked for this before. Yes! This is 2 hours long, by the way. Come on, baby. Come on. It's St. Patrick's Day. Come on. Please. Come on. Don't be gay. Add a leprechaun? Do they have that? Bro, what the fuck? Look at these lows on ES, chat. Don't fuck with me. Look at these shallow drives. Where's the leprechaun? Is it? I can't tell. Come on, baby. Keeping the next one rolling. Hurry up. Nah. Right here. Fuck. Alright, I'm going break even, chat. ES is taking out the hourly low, hourly gap as well. I'm going for opening range low though. On NQ. I'm break even, I'm break even. Come on. Come on. Melt. No partials. Wouldn't dream of it. Nah, we could do better than this, I feel like. Come on, give me like something more upbeat, dude. Give me like... You guys know what I'm talking about? There's no way that's the best they got. Is it? This good? Am I out of my short? You tell me. Why is it kind of a banger though? Here we go. Come on. You boys stay here. Well, hang on, let me just make sure we're gonna not retrace right now. I was about to go grab a Guinness. But wait, there's more. Oh, frosted glass, boys. I was planning. This is premeditated. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Fucking A, right, bud. All right. Fucking A, right, bud. All right, everybody knows the rules. Hey. Hey. All right, here's what you do. Here's the proper way to pour a Guinness. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bless your beer. Bless your beer 3 times, because we took 3 trades today. 3 times. Maybe one more for good luck. You're gonna tap it. You're gonna send one up to the gods, okay? And you're gonna listen to this now. You're gonna hear it. Oh, she's gonna foam right up to the tippity top. You're going to grab your glass, and you're going to go right down Main Street. You're going to go right down Main Street with it. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. It's 10:30 a.m. my time, by the way. And what you're going to do... Look at that. Look at that cascading. Cascading, chat. Now you want to let that settle. Now you don't want to drink it too early. You want to let that settle. You know, it takes patience to pour and have a Guinness. It takes patience. Whoops. It takes patience. Give it a second. Give it a second. You guys want to do another giveaway while we wait? Or no? Imagine all the idiots that left early. $50K select. TRADEIFY. Split the G. All right, if you guys want to be in the giveaway in the Discord, hit him up. Hit him up. Bring him out. Bring him out. All right, boys. Hey. All right, boys. Hey. All right, boys. Everybody knows the rules. One shot at this. One shot. We're gonna split the G. I know it's not a full pint, but fucking, it's gonna have to work. All right, it's gonna have to work. She, come on, baby. What if I just yacked all over the screen right now? All right, boys. We got 58 seconds. Yo. You know what? For it being 10:40 in the morning on an empty stomach, it's better than it sounds. No, actually, I take that back. Cheers, boys. Hey. Cheers, boys. Clink. Holy moly. All right, guys. We got our winner in 25 seconds. 25 seconds, chat. Ow. Excuse me. All right, boys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your winner is... Fuck, dude. You guys want to know something funny? Jonesy won a giveaway from the 20K giveaway. Sorry. I guess he's got the luck on his side. He's got the luck on his side. Yeah, Nika, why don't you ever win anymore? Nika, you won that one time and we haven't seen you back since. That sucks. I have a feeling we'll see you back again though. We'll do more giveaways. We'll do more giveaways as the week goes on, boys. All right, let me turn the music down. Is that loud? A little bit. My whole stream is probably copyrighted now, by the way. But Jonesy, congratulations. Anthony, congratulations. We'll do more giveaways over the course of this week, chat, unless you guys upset me. But the total P&L on the day, after that, it's not anything crazy. But we went from red to green. We were down $400, like roughly $420, $430 per account. And now we're up 160 to 180 per account, depending on the account. Fuck it. Better green than red, am I right, chat? Better green than red. He lucky he even win one? What do you mean? Are you talking about the giveaway or me? Yeah, here's all the executions from today. Holy guacamole. Both of the partial losses were on long attempts trying to get back to this hourly high, internal to external range. And we had SMT for that setup at 10 a.m. We had SMT with this opening range low with ES. SMT here. We got this movement back up. We reclaimed the 15-minute gap. Felt like we could get that, but no cigar. So waited. New hour opens up. I said that I didn't like the longs anymore after the new hour opened up if we were relieving this hourly gap because I felt like we could go there first. And then this setup, 5-minute structure, shift below here, 5-minute bearish fair value gap. We trade up, hit the 5-minute order block, create a 1-minute bearish inversion off of it. That was my entry. A little bit of drawdown. Thought I might be shit out of luck, but the luck of the Irish, and more importantly, the bruise. I think market wanted this Guinness more than I did. Chat. That's what I'm thinking. I can't explain it any other way. Oh. Are you talking about the giveaway? Okay. So anyway, yeah, green is green. Not the sexiest day, but you know, could be worse. Happy St. Paddy's Day, boys and girls. Cheers. Appreciate you, boys and girls. Hit the like button on your way out if you have not already. We'll be back live tomorrow afternoon, not tomorrow morning because it's FOMC tomorrow, so we're going to stream after the FOMC rate decision. If you guys are looking to get funded, Apex extended their 85% off sale, I believe until the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Code Tyler if you want to get funded with TRADEIFY. Code Tyler if you want to get funded with Lucid. Code Tyler. They actually, Lucid just rolled out... Lucid just rolled out. Oh, Nika, did you finally post your beer? Nika, that's not a beer. Looks like coffee to me. Looks like coffee to me, Nika. Lucid just rolled out. Any 3 Lucid Pro purchases gets you 1 Lucid Pro reset for free. Limit 5 per trader. On top of the 40% or the 50% off. Just wanted to say it. Just wanted to throw it out there. Just so you guys were aware. All right. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy your St. Paddy's Day. And the real fireworks of the week should be coming tomorrow. All right, guys. Appreciate yous. Enjoy your day. We'll see you then. Peace and love, everybody.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler Trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. John's on my playground, never ask you why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run in, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trade lots now, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trader age every single day. Trendline snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.